For months, I had been watching and documenting Chad's online activity. What he posted, how often he posted, number of likes, comments, followers, and look at this. Many weeks where Chad went silent. This is really unlike him. So, what was he up to?
Chad's TikTok went quiet, but not his Instagram. Chad was in the hospital in Cuba, and Jack knew this, because Chad told him in early August 2023, resuming Jack's fake drama.
I reached out to my friends Rob and Trevor. Trevor is known for being able to look at any image and identify almost exactly where it is in a remarkably short amount of time. Shockingly, Trevor already knew Chad and his story. I sent them a recent photo of Chad from his Telegram group. Chad's not in St. Kitts. He's in Russia.
Neither Jack or Rainbolt show the image they pretend to find Chad with. Rainbolt locates Chad in St. Petersburg, but in early August when Chad told Jack he was in Russia, Chad was still in Moscow. In September, Chad posted on TikTok and Instagram that he was in Russia and had been to Cuba. The FBI should hire these guys. Rainbolt says Chad got hella defensive. So we asked Chad and he sent us his chat log with Rainbolt. Rainbolt asks Chad for a video. Chad responds and Rainbolt says, "That's really good. Super easy, haha," which is fine. Rainbolt then goes quiet and a few days later asks for a different video. Chad tells Rainbolt he is sick, but sends another video as requested. Rainbolt never ever replies back. None of this sounds hella defensive to us.
Chad's not in St. Kitts. He's in Russia.
This was a fake setup between Jack and Rainbolt to make Chad appear deceitful, while making Jack and Rainbolt appear as a pair of super sleuths. We don't know if Jack set up Rainbolt or if he participated willingly, but the Jack-Rainbolt duo isn't done yet.
Especially after Chad's outrageous last theory. I set out to verify all this, directly from Reuters. October 23rd, 2022, a Russian military jet crashed into a residential building in the Siberian city of Irkutsk on Sunday, the second such fatal incident in 6 days. Declassified CIA documents from the Cold War. We were able to geolocate this photo of Chad. Okay, we have a lead.
You guys geolocated the wrong place. You got the city and factory correct, but Chad told you the city and factory name. It's not even the same jet. The wings are different. The tail is different. One jet has canards, the other doesn't. There is no brick building behind the jet, and there are no trees. Is this your work, Rainbolt? Has the lauded Rainbolt finally made a huge mistake in his zeal to slander Chad? Chad says he will be happy to allow Rainbolt to clarify this as well as the prior issues, unlike the chance that was never given to him.
This is Chad Hauer. He discovered that he's wanted by the FBI and Interpol. Since getting back to Russia, Chad has received asylum.
The Russians know the history of this case. They don't hand this out easily.
That makes sense for high-profile people that are wanted.
If the guy with a U.S. passport shows up and says the FBI is after him and he wants asylum in Russia, they will get him to him.
2016, well after sanctions had been applied to Russia and Russia and the U.S. political ties were on extreme straits already, one of the hackers behind the largest financial hack ever in the United States was in Russia. He sought asylum and Russia refused him. He had to surrender and Russia deported him back to the United States. If they're protecting everybody, why didn't they protect this huge fish? Yet I got asylum.
She was a producer on the Oscar-winning documentary Navalny.
Oh, she's an extreme Navalny supporter. I wonder how popular she is in Russia. Oh wait, why isn't she allowed in Russia allegedly anymore? Yeah, she's a known anti-Russia propagandist who will pretty much say anything to make Russia look bad, including anything that Jack wanted, including lying as she just did here.
Russian acceptance of asylum of people of any nationality is nearly 100%.
Obviously, these Jack numbers are incorrect. Russia's definitely not reporting correct numbers there. I already showed you one high-profile case that the Russians denied to give asylum to. And if what Jack says is true, then every FBI fugitive would be on a plane to Russia. And it's not happening. I mean, in fact, that dude who was turned down by the Russians for asylum, he was facing 120 years in U.S. prison. So believe me, he would have been happy staying in Russia if he could. And yet they denied him.
the TikTok fugitive is hiding something.
I have not seen any evidence that Chad was ever approached by any foreign intelligence agency or that was ever implied by any US agent talking to him after his arrest.
This is a single spoken sentence as presented by Jack. Jack edited the audio and video to appear as if this was a single sentence, but it is actually made up of 4 separate sentence fragments. No credible journalist would ever resort to such manipulation. Who knows what Chris actually said? Chad clearly told Jack about several theories besides this one. Jack asked Chad for the wildest theories. Jack only presented this one without context of the others. Intelligence agencies don't leave business cards. Chris was in preschool when these events happened and didn't know Chad until over 15 years later, so Chris would never have seen any evidence even if this sentence was presented without Jack's manipulations. Jack strongly implies that Chad is a Russian asset without any proof whatsoever, but then paints the more plausible theory that the Americans wanted Chad as an asset to use against the Russians as crazy.
Enjoy the comment section. And if you reverse image search the logo, you'll find Phoenix01, his online anonymous username, on a message board where he documents recipes to make meals made out of locusts, of all things.
Phoenix01 is not Chad, and Chad does not eat locusts. It's clear to any thinking person that some user who likes phoenixes simply borrowed Chad's image. But this simple usage to Jack is enough to prove that it's some anonymous account of Chad's. Jack never asked Chad about this account.
Look at me, can you even believe how crazy I look?
Feeling defeated, we decided to do our own digging in the endless abyss of the internet. Chad's a computer programmer from the early days. He's been on the internet for a long, long time. We thought, surely there's a paper trail, and there was. Personally, this one's my favorite. Caribbean Sunsets.
More fake drama from Jack. You know how he found Caribbean Sunsets? I gave it to him, look right here, in freaking 2022.
But there's many others. We documented all of Chad's pseudonyms and usernames along the way.
And all the other identities, I gave him those as well. The only identity I didn't give him was Phoenix001, which is not me despite Jack's claims.
I lied.
Look at the video as he presented it.
It's where he documents his road rage incidents.
Then fine, f*** off, lady.
Not only did he speed up the videos to make it look like there was more action and cut them very short. Did you hear the audio of me swearing? He pulled that from a completely separate video which you did not see, and I'm going to show it to you. That one's a lot less exciting as slow speed too. Not to mention, oh wait, there was not me swearing at anybody. Remember, he inserted some audio of me swearing at the lady in the car. Heads up on his next clip. Came around a corner on a back road, dark area. Dude's lying in the road. Now, I'm a former first responder and firefighter. So I blocked off the road to prevent him from getting run over. And so she pulled up and I said, I'm trying to call an ambulance. Do you know the man, whatever? And she started yelling at me. So yeah, I did swear at her because I wanted her out of there because I wanted to deal with this gentleman. And this is the video where Jack took the audio from out of context and applied it to a completely unrelated video, which he also modified.
I'm asking if you need help. Dude, you need an ambulance or what do you need?
I need an ambulance.
You need an ambulance. Yeah, what kind of help do you need? He's laying in the road. Do you know him? He's laying in, I'm trying to see if he needs an ambulance. A man's laying in the road. Then fine, off, lady. If you can't help a man in the road, do whatever you want.
That video I posted on Facebook, and I received a lot of praise from the locals and even the police for at best helping that man because I gave him a ride up to the bus and gave him some money to get home. Or possibly even saved his life, because where he was laying was in a dark shadow, you could barely see him. Jack decided to completely manipulate this. This is the kind of stuff he's done to his entire video, and I'll be going through it one by one. But if this doesn't, give you jitters about trusting Trupel, then I don't know what will, because his entire video is framed and manipulated like this. He is a dishonest person. Gee, Max, I saw you left this comment here. Is this the kind of integrity in journalism you like to see? To see a longer form video about this, check the video I posted right before. Till then, please go over to Trupel's comment section and expose him. Thank you.